How's everybody doing? God bless everybody that is watching. Thank you so much for joining in. Let's see if Facebook kicks in with the notifications into this live feed, and I will wait a little bit on this live feed. Thank you so much for joining in. Share this live feed so we can get more people on it. It will help a lot if you guys share this live feed. Share it, please, people. Let's get 100 on the live feed. It was really easy before censorship. It was really easy, but now it's really difficult to break the algorithms. You have to like the video. So it will help a lot. It will help a lot if you guys share the video. Give it a like, so you can break the algorithms and we can get more people on the live feed. How's everybody doing? Oscar Blue right here for Border Network News. For different outlets. Thank you so much for everybody that is watching. Hashtag enough is enough at the border right here. Hashtag enough is enough at the border. We're wearing this shirt proudly. If we can share this video, please share this video. So it happened. It happened on the 10th of August. A United States citizen, breaking news. It's not breaking news. It is news now. For everybody that is watching, a United States citizen by the name of Matthew Taylor. This is the guy. Matthew Taylor right there. Matthew Taylor with his wife right there. That's the guy. So right now we have, and this is where I'm going. This is the aggravated thing of where I'm going. Because for Mexicans to travel to the United States of America, legal Mexicans to travel to the United States of America, it is impossible. Legal Mexicans with a tourist visa cannot enter the United States of America. Legal Mexicans with a work visa cannot enter the United States of America. But you got hundreds of thousands entering through the border of Texas and ultimately through all the borders to non-port of entries, right? Those are not essential, but Mexicans that they want to enter to provide economy to the United States of America, they're not essential. You got also, this is why I wanted to expose this in front, and hopefully I will fill out my paperwork to enter the morning conferences of the president of our country of Mexico to ask him about the essential authority that we need to put on the United States citizens that ultimately it provides economy, it provides tourism, yes, but it is also for us. It needs to be fair for us as Mexicans. Why are we be held in back? Why are we being holding back as we're not essential to the United States, but the United States citizens are essential to come as what they want and to travel as what they want into our country of Mexico? It is not fair. It is not fair. If we are going to respect each other, as we say, national security and always your country first, and border security first, it needs to be equal, the same. The United States of America, it is implementing to our country of Mexico the essential and non-essential crossings into the United States of America. Mexicans that they don't have that they're not U.S. citizens and they're not residents into the United States of America are not eligible to travel. But U.S. citizens can go back and forth. And these people that they're coming in, some people that they're coming into our country, they don't live in Tijuana. They don't live in Ciudad Juarez. They don't live on the other side of the border. They just come as a tourist. That is not essential. That is not essential. And this traveled that just happened, it is a American citizen who traveled to the state of Baja and the beaches of Rosarito, that is around 40 minutes from Tijuana, 40 to 45 minutes from Tijuana. This guy by the name of Matthew Taylor, right here, you can search him right here. Matthew Taylor, he traveled to our country of Mexico not being essential like all these activists that they are in our country right now, in our city of Tijuana, all these American activists, liberals, that they are in the migrant camp, all these activists that they are performing, or they are as, you know, as students practicing law with cases of asylum. They are not essential to come into our country, and they don't have the right paperwork to be in our country, but they're violating the essential and non-essential code by just saying, I'm vaccine, I'm wearing a mask, and all this kind of stuff. Who told you that you are essential? It is exactly like this. It is exactly like this. A U.S. citizen by the name of Matthew Taylor. Look what this sick guy did. Matthew Taylor is a United States surfer that he is being held responsible for the crime and the assassination of his 2 young kids. So this guy kidnapped his children. He crossed the border into Mexico, not being essential, to commit a crime and to assassinate his 2 children. This guy is a professional surfer by the name of Matthew Taylor, owner of a school of surfing in California. He utilized a wooden stick and some kind of another object, probably a knife, to hurt his children, and also to assassinate his children. The boy, 3 years old, he stabbed the boy 17 times. This criminal, in his chest. And in the little girl, 1 year of age, he stabbed her 12 times. After committing these crimes on Monday, the father went back to the United States of America. And according to the fiscal authorities of the CBP, they arrested him in the port of entry for kidnapping to his children. The American citizen, Matthew Taylor, traveled with his children to Baja California, our country, non-essentially, because this is a non-essential travel, with his kids on Saturday, on the 8th of August. He went to the Hotel City Express in Rosarito, in which the security cameras catch him as he arrived with his children. He paid the night a reservation, and by Monday, minutes after 3 o'clock in the morning, Matthew, of 40 years of age, abandoned the place in company with his children and other suitcases. He then transported himself 21 kilometers in El Rancho El Descanso, that is a really mountain area, where he took away the lives of his children. At 6:33 a.m., Matthew returned to the hotel without his children. 1 hour later, 911 reported 2 young kids abandoned in a really remote area by the coast area of Baja California. 2 children abandoned on the floor. This people, nobody talks about that. That is a U.S. citizen committing a horrendous crime in our country of Mexico. This is a non-essential citizen traveling into our country of Mexico. When is a leftist state like California going to understand what is essential and non-essential? When is our country of Mexico going to do something to also obey the law? And as the United States is saying right now, you're not essential to travel. We need to be applicable also to the United States citizens, that if you don't have a residency or a proof of residence in our country of Mexico, you are not essential to travel our country. This is why I have been consistently saying, people, that all these activists, liberal activists, that they are right here traveling back and forth. We don't know who's entering the country. As American citizens are saying, Oscar, that is only one example of the millions of people that we are getting in through the border of Texas. I'm with you right there. I am with you 1,000%. Because it's not only the border security of the United States of America, but it's the border security of our country of Mexico also. If we are going to do things right, we have to do things right, you on the other side and me on the other side. And our government of Mexico has been slacking on particularly inspectioning U.S. citizens as they are traveling to our country of Mexico. What is their political interest, tourist interest, if they're traveling by pleasure or business? What are they doing? And if they have proof that they're traveling by business, and if that business it is considered essential to us. This crime, as they are the leftists, stupid, incompetent people creating hysteria at the border, as they're gonna say, they don't talk about these crimes that they just happened. This guy killing his 2 children, taking his 2 children's lives, stabbing his kid 17 times in the chest, and stabbing the little girl 12 times in his chest also. I don't know how this crime is going to be held in the United States of America. I'm not a judge. But also, if it was in my heart, I don't know what kind of punishment that this man deserves that I can imagine in my mind. There's no punishment that I can imagine in my mind. But if authorities in Mexico will be strict about what is essential and non-essential travel, this people would have never happened. This right here, this crime will have never happened. It would not ever happen if the authorities from Mexico will be saying, what is your intentions to come into our country? I'm just traveling. I'm sorry, sir. We are not accepting non-essential travelers right now into our country. You can go back, please. That would not happen in our country. It wouldn't happen if we would have those intentions. Possibly it would happen in the United States. Hope to God that it would not happen. But right now, my assumption, it is out of context because it already happened. But as these kind of people, not only from our country of Mexico, are entering, a lot of people that you don't know who is entering and who's not entering. These horrible crimes are still existing and coexisting in our borders. And ultimately, this is a consistency of irregularities on how to protect a border from these kind of situations. If we're handling essential and non-essential, what is this U.S. citizen traveling with his 2 children and as a vacation in a COVID pandemic right now, or a Delta variant threat into another country? Why? Somebody saying this crime was committed in Mexico, he needs to be charged and executed in Mexico. No, he's a U.S. citizen and he's going to be extradited into your country as he's an American citizen, and he needs to be punished in your country. He needs to be punished in my country, and he needs to be punished in your country also. He needs to be punished in the 2 countries because he committed a crime over here, but he got arrested in the United States of America because they already put a warrant for his arrest at the border. This is something that we need to think about, because we have millions of Mexicans that they are legal Mexicans right now, that they are trying to cross to the United States of America legally with a visa, with the permit to provide economy to the United States of America. And they're not applicable to enter. Also, ultimately, just throwing it out there, as I said in the morning, a lot of the people that they were applying for visa, because their visa has already been, it's a lot of the tourist visas have been canceled because there is no, right now, there's no appointments to renew your visa. There's no appointments to renew visas because they're not essential. A lot of these people, they're all the way to the back now. A lot of the people that they were doing their process to get their citizenship and to apply for citizenship into the United States of America, they're all the way backed up now. A lot of the people that they are, somebody saying that is not realistic. You can't control who goes in and goes out. I'm sorry, but you're incorrect. You are totally incorrect. The United States right now, it is controlling non-essential travelers into the United States of America, although they are horrifically failing in the mountains or in the open gaps where everybody's entering. But at the port of entry, the pedestrian and the vehicle port of entry, everybody that has a tourist visa is not acceptable, and it doesn't apply to enter the United States of America. I'm sorry, but you're wrong. Mexico has ultimately also the authority to stop every vehicle and to ask them what they're doing entering our country. Also, there's a booth where they can stop them and say, "What are your intentions to come over here, sir?" I'm sorry, but you're wrong. This is, as I was telling you guys, you got millions of people, all these processes to apply again for a tourist visa and to apply again for a permit. People that they're applying right now to for a residency, their process is backed up. Why their process is backed up? Because all the courts in the United States of America are flooded with not only processes of irregular entry, that is illegal entry, that now they're changing the languages as calling it improper entry into the United States of America. Right now, the courts are flooded. All the detention centers, MCC, CCA, GEOs are flooded with people at the processes of asylum and refugees, that they're ultimately also flooding the court system and the immigration court system. So everybody that wants to apply legally to enter the United States of America, it is backed up. It is crazy how the tourist visa, it is all the way back, and the asylum refugee case, it is in the front. It is just unbelievable. It's really unbelievable. I wanted to drop by and tell you guys that how incredible this horrific situation what just happened. It's just really bad, people. It's just really, really bad. But it tells you about the essential and non-essential. Enough is enough at the border. Hashtag enough is enough at the border. This irregularities of essential and non-essential, it's just too much. And people are going to say, well, it has nothing to do. What would have happened if it was not essential and non-essential? Well, the crime would have already been committed also. Ultimately, it would have been committed. But right now that we got the essential and non-essential, let's compare this crime that it was just committed in our country of Mexico to what is happening right now to the borders. Is it fair? Right now? Oh my God, he's taking the sadness of two children being assassinated to the comparison. I'm taking the comparison of applicable to the law of what is happening right now. Just really amazing. And I'm saying amazing as a word. It is just incredible as this crime that it was horribly committed. God bless you guys. Follow me at Facebook. Follow me at YouTube, Telegram, Instagram, and also Getter, and also our new YouTube page is Oscar Blue Independent Media. Also, we're going to start a podcast as a comedy, political comedy, a podcast for you to follow. Thank you so much for all the Border Network News, Facebook, Telegram, and Instagram. Stay safe, and like we always say, people, peace and love, because always your country's first. God bless.